Welcome back to Who Would Win. Today's Who Would Win comes with some Serpent and Venom, who asked the question, who would win a fight, Guts or Kratos? Now, I've had both these guys on Who Would Win multiple times. I think Kratos a bit more than Guts, but a point being, I've had both these guys on Who Would Win. And at a passing glance, like, this is stupid, but remember, these are both guys who, technically, Kratos is immortal, he's just a demigod. But technically speaking, that makes him immortal too. It's a weird mythology, depending on how you look at it. But, technically these are guys who aren't gods, but have killed pantheons of spirits, demons, monsters, gods, deities in their own right. So I can see the comparison. Guts is a human. He is human. The reason it's called Berserker is because he, when he suffers enough pain, he goes into kind of a berserk mode and just rampages. He wields I believe the sword is called Dragon Slayer, which is huge, has bathed in the blood of so many spirits and demons that it'll exist on two physical planes, so he can kill ghosts. He lost his arm a long while back, and now has a mechanical one, which can fire arrows and has like a cannon-style effect. And he has the Berserker armor, which can cut off all his pain receptors and allow him to continue fighting, even though it's breaking his body apart. Guts is a skilled swordsman, hand-to-hand combatant, monster powerhouse of a man overall, and just, one of the most badass mother effers in all of anime. Kratos, the god of war, is the demigod of Ares, hence the god of war. He was Ares' chosen god, and he has God knows how many weapons on, including the Blade of Olympus. Which is literally forged for Olympus and can kill gods. He literally, through the course of 3 different games, killed the entire pantheon of gods, except Aphrodite, the Titans, and the pantheon and those are the Greek gods, and the pantheon of Norse gods, save for Thor, I believe. There might have been a couple others he missed, but yeah, this guy kills gods like he's eating Tic Tacs, pretty much. Now so I'm guessing if we get our God of War, we'll go to Egypt next or something. I could see it. Why not? Kratos is bathed in the ashes of his dead family that was killed, so he could basically be created. And he accidentally was forced to kill him. That's what happened. So he's wearing the sins of his past on him. Strength-wise, he is literally a deity level. He has literally stopped Kratos from smushing him in his fingers. Now, Kratos, mind you, if my hand is Kratos' hand, let me see if I can get a good example here. Like, it's Kratos. My hand is Kronos' hand. Kratos is like that big in his hand, so when he tries to smush him, he's literally God knows how much force trying to crush him, and he stops it. Durability-wise, he has survived impalement, falls from great heights, massive amounts of energy damage. Now, if you were to probably decapitate him, or just mortally wound him, like cut his limbs off, just bleed him out, that would easily kill him, sure. But those are like, if you can do it kind of things. The amount of weapons he has is just too many to really go off of, even if I were to have a list up right now. Let's see, he has the Boots of Hermes. He has the Wings of Icarus. He fought, oh god, he's got a bow and arrow that if I can remember correctly, the fangs of Hades or something like that, which can reap souls and pull things from the underworld. Or wait, I just realized, is he the son of Zeus? Not the. Hold on, let me Kratos up here. I actually think he's the son of Zeus. Now that I say it out loud, Kratos. Yeah, no, sorry. I think he's the son of Zeus. It's just that he's he became like the god of war. Ares anointed him god of war. So hold on. Yeah, son of Zeus. Okay, I made a mistake on that. It's son of Zeus. Now, let me just see here, seeing as I got this up now. How much in terms of weaponry he carries on him. I know there's the sword of Olympus. Okay, there we go. Did it get down? Alright. Can we? Okay, then the Greek era. Oh, jeez, this is a lot. I think this is all of who Kratos killed. In games, I don't care about that. God of War 2, that. Okay, so yeah, they don't actually give me the list of the weapons he has, but it's a lot. Again, durability and strength-wise, he's a god level tier guy, but he's also a Spartan. He is a trained combatant. He knows how to fight and fight well. And of course, he has the Blades of Sparta, which are permanently fused with his hand. Although in God of War 3, he did manage to finally remove them. That was a plot point where he had to actually put them back into his body. So there is that. Also, who wins in this fight? Well, again, I can see why the fight would be asked. They are both technically deity god killers in their own respective universes, but the difference is kind of obvious on some level when you talk about like the types of gods they're facing. In Berserk, they are gods to some degree, but they're just like overly powered demons or deities of some kind. They're not really that powerful when you compare them to other lores. So when you compare them to the actual Greek pantheon, and I believe it's even said that Zeus and Kratos' fight was shaking like the fabric of the universe. So they are. So in terms of like the individuals they fought, it's kind of not a fair comparison. We're going toe to toe. Kratos clearly one ups him in terms of physical stats. He's got far more weaponry on call. Granted, the sword, the Dragon Slayer is definitely a dangerous sword and could definitely hurt and maybe even kill Kratos. But I would have to imagine Guts needs to get a literal solid strike in. Even then, that's assuming he gets his Kratos off guard, and that's not a light thing to wield. That's not a fast weapon. That's a pretty heavy, cumbersome weapon. So on that note, I would definitely have to go more towards Kratos in this fight, especially because I don't even know if Kratos is gonna let him get a strike in with Dragon Slayer. Even if Guts goes into his Berserk armor, physically speaking, he's not much of an individual that Guts hasn't fought before. Like the Kratos hasn't fought before. Kratos has fought individuals far tougher one-on-one than Guts has. Not to be fair, Guts has fought some pretty powerful individuals too, but I couldn't say anyone unless they've got like some straight out reality warping powers that could just turn Kratos into a flower at will. I don't think there's really anyone in Berserk who really could take on Kratos one-on-one. Maybe as a group, but not one-on-one. And I think that's the difference, is the scaling of power from universe to universe. Is that the individuals that both these guys have fought one-on-one don't scale up well to each other. Kratos' opponents, the Greek and Norse gods, scale much higher than most of the individuals we've seen in Berserk. Or at least the individuals I've seen in Berserk. So I gotta go Kratos in this fight. I think Kratos definitely take. I mean, they would be duking out for a little bit. It's not like Guts would just go down like a bitch. He would definitely put up a fight. But Kratos, if he eventually tries to swing this blade, Kratos would just block with his own blade and probably just either cut the sword in half or just pull the sword out of his hands and just throttle him pretty much. So even with the Berserk armor on, Kratos would just use the Blade of Olympus and just slice through him probably. So I gotta go Kratos on that. To me, it's a pretty no-brainer kind of thing. It was kind of my thought process going into it, but I had to acknowledge that Guts definitely has some methods of at least hurting and maybe even a way of killing Kratos, particularly his sword Dragon Slayer. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that, but thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know, we'll review it at some point, and ideas for who would win, Star Wars, Super Magic, whatever, anything to do with the channel. Put that in the comments below as well. I'll get to that at some point. So I will be back with my review for Invisible Man. I don't really have any other plans beyond that, but that's my plans for at the moment. Probably just gonna bump the What If again to like Saturday or something. I'm just not finding the time to do it at the moment. Till then, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.